Okay. Condors. I'm messing around. School's kind of winding down, so I've got some time on my hands. So I'm messing around on some options for peaks for Tetons, which we were kicking the tires on. I would really like to do. Haven't hiked a significant peak in a while, so I think we're in prime position to do something like that. So what I did is I hopped on Google Earth and I've been reading some summit posts. If we want to, I'm just going to throw a few options out there. So we talked about coming in from the west because it can shave about an hour of driving time each way. This is that parking lot that comes in from the west from Grand Targhee, and you can see the park. This is all overflow. There's plenty of parking here. So this is going to bring us up this canyon, and this is about a 6-mile trek, and it's going to lead us to, this is what they're calling the Alaska Basin. So it's just this giant open exposed area that looks really cool. It's got great views. I'm just kind of snapping on some of these photos. As you can see, it's got water. It's got plenty of water. I think there's lots of streams and creeks, and it just looks awesome for camping. Because I'm going to guess there's going to be quite a few people camping in this area. So this way we can spread out, get a little solitude. So what I'm thinking is we can hike here at any of these basin lakes. That's a really cool shot. And then we can do one of two things, or three things. We talked about hiking a few peaks. We've talked about, this is Buck. We've talked about this Wister. And here's South. And we've even talked about Middle. So let's start with, if we're going to do South, what I'd recommend is camp here. This is 6 miles to Basin Lakes, or camp at this Sunset Lake, which is part of the Alaska Basin. Either one, anywhere in here really. There's probably going to be some snow because it's June, so there's probably going to even be more water, so there's more options on where we can camp. Anywhere in here, set up camp, get up in the next morning, and then what I want to do is from this Sunset Lake, we can come up this draw, and there's this ridge right here. So you can see the trail from the lake. If you zoom in, you can definitely see this trail. Maybe game trail, it's hard to tell. I'm already turned around. No, that's it. So that's it doesn't look too bad. There's nothing tricky about it. If you go to the other side, you can even see kind of a couple switchbacks, but it's probably loose, but nothing too bad. I would guess this is covered in snow. So we're going to come around here, and then this brings us to this avalanche ridge. And then you can see another trail there. That one peels off back towards the canyons like Paintbrush Canyon and Cascade Canyon. Let me see if I can get a look at it a little bit. It's back towards in this area. But from here, this is only about 1.5 miles from camp. It's not far at all. We can start to trek up this ridge. This doesn't look bad at all until we get up to about here. So the summit post, and I attached a link to it. It says, it called it a 40-foot wall, and they said it was class 4. They didn't use ropes. They called it easy. So it's hard to tell exactly where in here, but somewhere there's a 40-foot wall. And then they took 2 chutes. One of them, again, it's kind of a guessing game, and it does, you know, I don't want to say it definitely doesn't look impossible. We just might have to take our time. I think we can do it. We're condors. I mean, it looks steep from here, but if there's lots of places to grab and take our time, we should be fine. So once we get up, okay, let me here. Then they said they took a north chute, which is probably this guy right here, and we're here. That's south. So that's an option, and then we can just go back the way we came. Okay, another option is if we're talked about Buck Lake. So if that'd be from Basin, we come in, there's a trail that goes right in here somewhere. Not, there it is. So we'd shoot off this trail. We'd come up, this looks pretty loose. And once we get up to here, this looks pretty technical. I mean, it looks like a bugger from here for buck. Now, I haven't been able to find too much literature on it. It looks like it's got a pretty decent amount of exposure. We've got to get around this point, and then we've got to get up this ridge, and then we're probably going to have to cut to the north. It looks like it could be a little hairy. It'd be fun, but we might want to just take a look at it. I don't know. It's something we can look at. And then this one, this third one, this Wister, to me looks like a walk-up. I don't think there's anything tricky about it. You just follow this ridge, maybe a little bit here at the end, but nothing we can't handle. So those are the options. We're probably, unless we can somehow engineer something with middle, but I'm thinking either south, Wister, or buck. The summit log said they camped right in here, and it took them a half day to get up and back. So if we were camping in here, I add a couple hours. It's not even a full day. So just some thoughts. Let me know. Give me an email. Shoot me back. Let me know what you guys think.